Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I'm your host, Bastion. Let's get to some Zelda news. Techno... No, that's a type of music. Techmo Koei. My Japanese pronunciation is terrible, sorry. They're the people who are responsible for the Dynasty Warriors series, right? And so Hyrule Warriors is being made by them, and not by internal Nintendo team. And while over here, it's being published by Nintendo, over in Japan, it's going to be published by them. For those of you not familiar with the difference between a developer and a publisher, developer are the people who are actually in the trenches creating the game. And so like a lot of Nintendo games, a lot of aspects of them are not actually really developed by Nintendo. I mean, for all intents and purposes, Ocarina of Time 3D was not developed by Nintendo. That was developed by Grezzo. But as far as Hyrule Warriors goes, that game is being completely developed and published by somebody who is not Nintendo. Oh, I didn't finish explaining. A publisher, so after somebody has developed a game, if that's not a super big company, oftentimes a publisher are the people responsible for funding it, for giving the money to that developer to then make that game, and then the publisher will distribute it, basically. So a lot of games that people think of as Nintendo games or Capcom games are not actually made by those people. They're just the people who give the money to have that game being made and then release it. Like Okami, for instance, was not developed by Capcom. That was developed by a team called Clover. So Capcom gave a ton of money to Clover. Clover built that game. Capcom then distributed it. But what is really weird about the fact that Hyrule Warriors is going to have a completely different publisher in Japan is that it's basically a third-party game over there. So it's not only developed, but also published by a third party. Basically, they're just borrowing some Nintendo characters, and it has nothing to do with Nintendo whatsoever. It'll be interesting to see whether Hyrule Warriors turns out to be considered canon or not, being that it's entirely third party, at least in Japan. The reason why it's being published over there in Japan by them is because they're actually a pretty big name in Japan. The Dynasty Warriors games are kind of a big deal in Japan. People know the Techmo brand, so the fact that they have enough capital to then distribute it. Over here, not so much. People don't really know Dynasty Warriors. They're not familiar with that developer / publisher, so Nintendo is going to take the reins over here and elsewhere in the world, in Europe and such. So it's kind of an interesting situation. But anyways, that's it for this episode of Zelda News. See you guys tomorrow for some Nintendo news, more Zelda news. See you then, guys. Bye.